Hello, 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 everyone. It's Lori Staley, Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. And it is Tuesday at noon, April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. You hear my lovely friend over there cutting away, getting classes ready for this month. But if you're on, give me a shout out. Say hello. Let me know you're here with me. I have lots of new goodies to share with you. Hey, Deborah, thank you. Hope you had a great week. Lots of new goodies to share with you today. Trying to get myself framed in here. Both some products from the upcoming annual catalog and some products from the online exclusives. I think Mother Nature needs an attitude adjustment. Yesterday it was like 80, and today it's only going to hit the high of 56. Hey, Beth. Nice to see you. Thank you for your order last night. Well, we're going to hop in here and hopefully we'll have a few more folks join us. These were the cards from the paper pumpkin kit that I shared with you last time we were together. And this was such a pretty kit. So I'm giving these away. And the winner of these is Deborah McKenna or Mackie. I would say your name wrong, Deborah. So sorry. So congratulations, ma'am. Thank you for watching and commenting and supporting and giving thumbs up and all of those good things that you do. I really do appreciate it. It actually does make a huge difference for us coming on here and going live. The more that you do that, the more that our video is promoted and shared. Hey, Carol, good to see you. So I will get these popped in the mail to you by the end of the week, Deborah, and they will be on their way. Thank you again. All right, so I have a box of goodies sitting beside me. And had I thought of it sooner, I would definitely have gone through and said, this is from the annual catalog and this is from the online exclusives, but I didn't. And so I'm not really going to be able to tell you that 100%. One thing I do want to mention, if you're not already aware, and hopefully everybody is, that Stampin' Rewards is changing on April 15th. So you do see a host code here in front of you. This host code is only good through April 10th. After that, there'll be no more host codes. After that, each of you, when you place an order with me or another demonstrator, you will earn 10% in rewards on all orders, $20 or more for your own personal use. So that's pretty cool because you can save those rewards up for a year and use them towards a bigger ticket item, or you can cash them in as you go throughout the month making your purchases. The only thing that you can't use them on is the order that you earn them on. You do have to have an online account in order to participate, and you do have to opt into Stampin' Up! Rewards. So keep your eye out for that. That'll pop up when it's ready. That will pop up when you log in to your account online. So just a little bit of information there. If you need more and you're not a subscriber to my newsletter, there's a link below that you can subscribe to my newsletter. There'll be another article this week coming out on Friday that talks about it again. And hopefully we'll answer any other questions you have. But that's kind of cool. You guys are going to be able to earn rewards on every order you purchase, or every order you place, as long as it's $20 or more in product. And then store them up or use them as you go. So kind of cool. All right. So yeah, so this will get you the free Just Cards for April with your minimum $45 product purchase. Again, it expires on April 10th. So you need to place your orders prior to then. And I do not have all the Just Cards yet for next month because I'm slacking, right? No, I'm just crazy busy. But let me show you at least two of them so you get an idea. So we have that one is already designed. And I have another one here. This one's being contrarian, doesn't want to come out. And I have a great masculine one. So make sure you're checking that out. If you want those, again, you'll get 3 more projects plus these 2 free with a minimum $45 order using that host code through April 10th. Okay. All right, let's jump into product because I know that's what you're all here to see, right? Oh, when I see you next weekend, I'll share a story with you about that. All right. Well, we're going to start with stamp sets. Um, this is called Blooming Phrases. I love these words. Happy, thanks, birthday, celebrate, hello there, anniversary, just because I'm thinking of you. Cute little imagery that can go along with it. It is a photopolymer stamp set. So if you have a preference for photopolymer or for red rubber, this one happens to be photopolymer. Well, hello there, Melinda. Good to see you. And this, again, I wish I could tell you if this is in the catalog or if this is an online exclusive. I think I'm going to put the suggestion in the sandbox that they start somewhere, even if it's the item number, giving us a clue. So it'll be easily identified, right? And then keeping on with the words, here's the right words. This is going to be a great greeting set that you can use for all kinds of greetings and wishes. I miss you already, forever loved, forever remembered, thinking of you. Hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by wonderful memories. Happy birthday, cute font for that. Thanks so much for thinking of me. To someone worth celebrating every single day. Sending good vibes. Sending good vibes. You're so kind. Dot, 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 a lot. I wish I had the right words for times like this. Just know how much I love and care about you. I know a good thing when I see it and see lots of good things in you. I really don't like that you're leaving, but I hope you love where you're going. So lots of different occasions. Oh, Melinda knows. All right. Hey, good. I got a helper here tonight or today. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Melinda. Okay, so this one, Blooming Phrases, she's saying was an online exclusive or is an online exclusive. And this is in the annual catalog. This is a great set. I'm going to love that one. All right, let's talk about some bundles. Beautiful motifs. Again, lots of words. Wishing you love and happiness that lasts a lifetime. Just a note. Hello. Thank you for everything. Thinking of you. Celebrate. You've been on my mind, and I'm here for you always. This one is also photopolymer. I love that scribble because I am not a good scribbler, so my scribbles never come out looking the way they should. And the dies for this one. I think I really got this for the dies. I like the words too. I'm a girl that's looking for words, right? I have flowers, I have different imagery, but words, I never seem to have just the right words. Haha. And that one was called The Right Words. That was not intended. So anyway, we've got some greenery here, some fun scroll corner type images, and then another leaf and a flower. So that's a good one. All right. Then we have Gallery Blooms up next. I just said I have flowers, and look at all the more flowers I'm bringing in here. Very pretty. Again, I believe this one is photopolymer. And then the dies that go with this look like this. And this is actually a 2-tier. So I'm going to need lots of magnetic sheets. I like this one. I believe this is going to cut separately, so you're going to get two different rectangles out of it. But that's pretty cool. And some standalone. I would like the standalone dies too. They're especially helpful for our Just Cards class, right? Because we try to give you everything you need to create the cards if you're long distance. Then all you have to do is add your greeting. Impressions of Bloom. Something tells me this might be a big suite. This is 2-step, obviously. Okay, I appreciate you. Thanks so very much for being there. I lost Melinda. Those are very cool. I love, this reminds me of the larger size modern oval punch, and I'm anxious to try it with the punch because I'm guessing that they're going to layer very nicely together. And then, of course, your stems, to build your flowers. These are going to die cut for you. And these are going to all be standalone dies that you can create flowers just with the die cuts. So that's a very cool one. I think I like the ovals in there a lot. More messages. So how many people were around when we had many merry messages? Or maybe it was just many messages. Well, now we have more messages. So very similar layout. This is going to be red rubber, I feel. Yep, red rubber. You can do this two ways, guys. You can keep it as a whole, slap your label on the back, and stamp them all at one time. Or you can literally put your labels on, put the label on the whole sheet, and then cut them apart and use them as individual. I actually had two of the many more messages, I don't know what it was called anymore. One I cut apart and one I kept whole for various reasons. You still have it? Yeah. You have a hard time with two-step. I'll think about that. Maybe I can come up with tips and tricks for you on that. Sometimes I do too, as you all witnessed the one day. And then this is one single die that will line up with the greetings. You just have to figure out which way, and I'm pretty sure I just got it. There we go. So it'll line up with the greetings and cut everything at one time. That way you can have a stash of greetings ready to go. Do it in Memento Black. That goes with anything that you design. And you've got all those greetings ready to rock and roll. Okay. So that is more messages, and that is a bundle, obviously. Little tip, guys. They released the last chance list. Well, not list. They released the last chance products in the online store this morning. And just double check bundles that might be out there. It might be cheaper, as we always said when we would do the catalog, right? It might be cheaper to purchase the stamp set and the dies separately than to get the bundle. So make sure you check that before you just grab the bundle. Exactly, Beth. It is a great way to get it all done. So this is a cute set, but again, for me, and this was a presentation at On Stage, which I fell in love, and I can't wait to play with these. It was the dies, because this has a water bottle, a handle for your bag, or maybe even headphones, right? You can manipulate that. Here is your tote. Here is your tote scarf or your bag scarf. Here is some fencing, some tags, some envelope, or a wallet, if you will. Lots and lots of different things that we can do with this, right? So we're going to play a lot with this. I've already got a beach card design in my head as soon as I have the time to build. Hey, Debbie Franklin. But this was a great presentation. I wish I could remember who did the presentation and On Stage. She did a fabulous job, very creative, good for scrapbooking as well, right? So you know that the Close to My Heart team members, a lot of them joined Stamping Up. And these dies are perfect for card making or scrapbooking. So if you're a scrapbooker, you know, keep your eye out for things like this, because they'll make great focal points to complement your pictures on your page. All right, let's look at embossing folders next, only because I'm afraid if I pull anything else out of here, I'm going to have the box falling on the floor. So let's pull those next. There's quite a few, actually. This one is great because you can use it in the regular size die cutting machine, or you can use it in the mini embossing machine. We've got some flowers and then just a fun accent pattern. So they are two minis, and they'll go through either machine very nicely. Do you want me to try embossing with the die so you can see them on cardstock? Did we do that? We can do that. Tell me if you want to do that, and I'll grab my die cutting machine and bring it over and some cardstock. Here's a funky one. This is Turtle Textures Embossing Folder. And if you haven't seen it yet, there is a turtle suite. If you like turtles, it's definitely something you're going to want to check out. But it's a fun background, whether you use the turtle set or not. And then this one is the pressed flower embossing folder. So this is not a 3D folder, but you have the images that you can switch around. I'm checking. So I'm not sure any of these so far. None of these are 3D. Okay, I'm going to go through them, and then we're going to grab some paper, and we'll do that quick before we move on. So that's our pressed flowers. This is Damask Designs embossing folder. And again, these are all regular folders. There's no 3D here. All right, now let me grab some paper. Oh, thanks. 3, yeah, or 4 maybe, because that one has 2. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, I like having her here. I like having her here for a lot of reasons, not just when she just handed me my paper that I need. All right, so when you are embossing with non 3D embossing folders, you do not use the specialty plate. I'm going to lay that aside. It's been a long time since I've used non 3D, but so I think I remember. I'm kidding. So we're just going to lay a piece in there. It goes between, right? Or maybe it's just one on top. It has been a while. Nope, it's definitely both of them. She says. Maybe it isn't. I have a sign up down at the nest that tells everybody how to do it. You think I'd know? Let's check this out. That's very pretty. Can you see that? It's a lighter color, but hopefully that you can see that. This would be really nice to do. If you get my newsletter on Friday, I talked about adding color to your embossing images. This would be great to lay some white ink across it with one of those techniques that I shared. So that is the damask. Am I saying that right? I think I am. Hey, Jolie. All right, and then we have the pressed flower. And this, of course, is a 6x6. So we're going to take this piece and run that through. Put our other plate on top. Remember, always put your folders through with the fold at the top or on the side and never in the back as you run it through. So mine was at the top. I could have run it through this way as well, but don't do this because it will, over time, if you do it a lot, it will offset up here, will apply pressure that causes this to fracture. And that one's very pretty as well. Are these showing up for you? That's a cool one. That's a simple card with a greeting up here in the corner and mounted onto a card base, right? Sometimes you need those simple ones to be able to get something done quick. Let's do the turtle next. This also reminds me like of the 60s, the prints that we had in our clothes. Don't ask me how I know. I just dated myself for sure. There's a reflection. All right, let's see. Why are we getting a reflection? Maybe if I hold it down here lower, does that help? Or is it coming off the machine maybe? Oh, really, Julie? That's funny. I'm a purple girl and Easter's coming. So I was like, hey, let's do this. I'm gonna bring it down. Oh, there, how's that? Maybe not so much direct light. Does that do better for the patterns? So there's that one. Yeah, there's definitely, I see that now. I'm holding it back over here where there's not as much direct light. I think that helps. And then this one. This is the damask pattern that I'm holding up now. I'm not sure that one's really, maybe a little bit better. And then this was the pressed flowers. And we just have the 2 minutes to do that. That's not helping that one at all. There's a 10-second delay from what I'm seeing to what I'm doing to what you're seeing. So I'm kind of trying to draw it out a little bit, but I don't know that that one's showing up at all. I'll try it after I move the machine out of the way and we'll see what we get. Let's see what we get. Cut this paper down real quick. Since this is mini. All right, so pull this one aside. So this is one of the glass and gardens embossing folders. So I didn't really notice that none of these were 3D when I purchased them, even when I unboxed them to get ready for today. I'm gonna try it here. Hey, Corinne. Oh, good, it's better. Okay, good. So then we'll let it sit right here for a second and I'll grab that other one. This one's really pretty. And I can see using it up the side of a card or using it across the center as a focal image, right? That one's not showing up at all. Hopefully you can see that one a little bit. Okay. And then the last one. One is a pattern. Get this out of the way. There we go. So that one's very cool as well. Yeah, these are pretty. All of these are very pretty, but I really like that floral one that you can do either direction. These two come together in a package. Yeah, they're just not really showing up for you guys. My apologies. Not really sure what to do about that. I wonder if let me see if I can kill the light a little bit. Oh, not completely. Well, maybe. Do they show up any better without the light? I don't think they will. And I know I can get to the switch. All right, darker color. But we'll be playing with them, so you'll get to see them more in person then too. Sorry about that. All right, moving on. Moving on. What's next? Oh, how about ink colors? You want to see the ink colors? I didn't get the ink pads because I'm holding out hope. And if you don't know this, we have an issue with cloud cover in that they can't stabilize the ink. So if you've been around with us for a while, you remember Purple Posy from back in the day. And we never were able to offer the Purple Posy ink pad because we couldn't stabilize the ink. Does anybody else really dislike the packaging on our markers? Because I got to tell you, I eventually will give up and just tear it. Because who has time for this? Yep. Who has time for that? Okay, so we're going to get one way or the other. I should have opened this before I went live. I think this is the worst it's ever been. There we go. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So the ink is not stabilizing and they're still testing it. And I'm holding out hope that they will have all colors available by the time the catalog launches. I am going to do an in color club regardless. So if you were someone that has participated in my in club in the past, or you'd like to get into an in color club, stay tuned for more information on that. For the markers, I sure do. It is 165292, Julie. But let's grab a piece of basic white here and I'll show you the colors so you can see what they look like. So this one is Secret C. It's really, I think it's a dark navy with a little bit of green undertones. And don't you love the new bullet tip? I love, love, love the new bullet tips on these markers. So that is Secret C. This is our Timid Tiger. Now, I realize that I have color sight issues, but I really expected that. I guess it is kind of an orange, a deeper Calypso coral, maybe. It almost looked pink when I was first looking at it. Here is our Strawberry Slush. Again, if you've been around, this one's a returning color. Loving that. This is Cloud Cover. Such a pretty blue. I really hope they get that ink to work. Very pretty. And then this is the Darling Duckling. Such cute names. That one is, okay, that one kind of reminds me of a greener wild wheat, if that's possible, right? But there they are. Secret C, Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover, and Darling Duckling are the new in colors. Okay. And of course I have the cardstock too, but I showed these colors, so we don't need to pull the cardstock out. All right. Let's look at a few embellishments because they're always fun. That's one of the first things I look for in the catalog. So again, to go along with the turtle products, mustard looking. Yep. Yep, you could say that. Yeah, I like that cloud cover too. Fingers are crossed, right? So these go with the turtles. They're little hexagons. These are called Shades of Green hexagons. So they're really cute. This is the holographic resin dot. Lots of colors reflecting out of that. Lots of greens, some peaches or pinks. This one is Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink Gems. Very pretty. Should I pull them out? Is the reflection too much? No, we are not. Julie's asking about pre-order for demonstrators, and we are not able to order the blends at this point. Maybe that's better. You don't have quite as much reflection from the plastic bag. So we've got some more clear and then Pretty in Pink and Strawberry Slush on those. I know, mine too, right? Come on, guys. But at least we'll have cardstock, Stampin' Right marker, and Stampin' Blends, hopefully. You bet. You bet. I do like Strawberry Slush. I was happy to see that one coming back. And I do like that. Oh, shoot. C. What's the first word? C. Secret C. Because that kind of reminds me of a bluer Evening Evergreen. These are really pretty as well. These are the in color dots for the 25-27 in colors. But they're very pretty and they're just 25-27 in color flat pearls is what they're called. So, and then I have a couple ribbons. So we have this beautiful shaded spruce with the stitching on the side. That's kind of cute, right? And then we also have a basic beige. And I don't know about you, when basic beige first came out, I was like, I love basic beige. I use it so much. I know for sure, 100%, I use it more than I ever used very vanilla. And then we have our cute little celebration expressions, memories, and more card pack. So all about celebrations. We've got some banners, we've got some balloons, and lots of other fun pieces under there to play with. These are great for quick cards. They're also great for your scrapbooking, even journaling. You can use them if you're making junk journals or something like that. All right, we are down to the designer paper. Now, this was my pre-order. Of course, there'll be another order coming, and we'll do another unboxing at that point. But this is what I grabbed the first time. This is called Celebratory Sips. I believe this is an online exclusive. Lots of different colors in this, including some of the new in colors: Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, Cloud Cover are in this pack of paper. So there is one side and then the other. So in addition to the In Color Club, I will also be doing a paper share, as I do every time a new catalog releases. Love this pattern, right? We've got Blackberry Bliss and Bubble Bath with our greens. There's some old olive. And I may throw in online exclusive paper. Somebody asked me about it the last time and I hadn't done it. I'll take a look at that and see what price point that puts us at. So watch for my announcements in my newsletter, because that will describe what you're going to get in the paper share and if I'm including the online exclusives. Cocktails, anyone? And that's a nice, bold Blackberry Bliss pattern, right? We've got some fruit and some greens on here. Ooh, look at that. That's Secret Sea. I think they're going to tell me that's Secret Sea. Let me just make sure. Yep, black is not listed, so that is Secret Sea. I can't wait to play with that against some of our neutral colors. And the last one for this pack, oops, it's all about little flowers. And then Timid Tiger on the back. So again, that was Celebratory Sips, 12 by 12. And I do believe this is the online exclusive paper, or one of the online exclusive papers. I'll do all the 12 by 12s first. This one is called Floral Impressions. It's all part of a suite. Let's see. This has Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, Strawberry Slush, etc. That to me is a lighter wild wheat. It might be my eyes. I don't know. But somebody said mustard earlier. Mustard's a good call for it as well. This one's really pretty. I haven't tried Peach Pie and Blackberry Bliss together yet, but they go very nicely, don't they? Fresh Freesia. Nope. No, that's about got to be closer to Highland Heather, I guess, on my nails. This one's fun. Nice greenery. And I love the angle on this, right? And add interest to a scrapbook page. There is our cloud cover. It almost reminds me of Soft Sky from back in the day. It's been a while since we had Soft Sky. Sunflowers. At least they look like that to me. And garden green on the back with just a neutral pattern. That looks, I don't know, is that Timid Tiger or Strawberry Slush? A light version of Strawberry Slush. This one's really pretty too. We bring in some Misty Moonlight with the Blackberry Bliss. And then just a nice neutral background in old olive. All right, so that was Floral Impressions. And we bring in florals and blooms. So again, remember, there's a suite of products. This is the pastel version, right? Lighter colors. Still have a little bit of secret C, it looks like. So this is Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Secret C, Shy Shamrock, Strawberry Slush, Summer Splash, and Timid Tiger. So there's our Secret C. I remember when we didn't have anything in Garden Green. Now it seems to be in a lot of our designer papers. That looks like hollyhocks or lilacs. Oh, that's a very nice neutral pattern. I haven't looked at these, so I'm seeing them for the first time with you. I love that one too. The colors in that really pop. Oh, that'll be good with the turtles. There's our peach pie and our cloud cover. Strawberry slush again. All the purples. I still don't match. More cloud cover. And the last one for this pack, very pretty floral. And some more purple. Well, you know, I don't get mad about the purple. All right. Okay. So that includes all the 12 of 12s that I recently purchased with that pretty pre-order since I was out on stage. I do want to show you this one. This is a new flower garden foils. Now I'm sure we're going to get reflection on this. Let me pull it. Just because it's a foil, right? Okay, Lori has learned a lesson. Open everything before she goes live. Because who would have thought I'd have a problem opening a pack of paper? That's the hook. That's it right there. My goodness. Either I'm getting very weak or they've got super duper adhesive on this. All right. Now I don't want that adhesive hitting the foil. So I'm going to pull it all out. And I'm going to lay it down in the hope that the glare is a little less than if I held it up. But I don't know that you'll see the pattern. So you tell me where's the best orientation. This has a flower and leaf pattern embossed on it. Let's turn this off and see if you'll be able to see it at all. And I'll bring it up closer to the camera. That's great lighting when I'm not using foils, but when I am, it's not so great. Turn it on. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. I'm not sure. But it is very cool embossing on it. This one has a nice pattern to it. So that's 2 silvers that we have. This is rose colored foil, same pattern, the flower and the leaf in this one. And then that same geometric pattern. And then this looks like strawberry slush to me and exactly the same patterns. So I'm still getting glare. It's not, I don't think turning it off helped. Maybe it did a little bit. And there's that one. So those are very pretty. You get 2 sheets of each color, 1 of each pattern in the package. And again, that was flower garden foils. Okay. And I saved the best for last because I have to tell you, Stampin' Up! Always has that one paper that we all lose our minds over, right? And you probably have seen this from other demonstrators, but this paper is absolutely gorgeous. This is the beautiful gallery 6x6. And literally these look like paintings that should be hanging in a museum. And then a neutral on the back. These are absolutely gorgeous. This is like a little map. That's the seaside. Does this help if I turn this back on or not? Great neutrals, as well as the intense portrait. There we go. I'm like, which orientation is that? That in itself is a card front. I mean, you don't need to do anything else to that. And I love the backgrounds. Look at that. So pretty. Just a pattern. There's our landscape that we love. And then that. So when you can order, it would be my recommendation that you, if you love this paper, then order it. Because I don't bet, but if I did, I would not be surprised to see this paper go on currently unavailable rather quickly. Because I know in my own mind, I'm going to build a class around that at some point. And I'm sure a lot of demonstrators are going to do that. And it's going to go really, really fast. Really, really fast. So what was your favorite thing? Did you have a stamp set you loved? Did you have embellishments that you loved? I'll lay those out again. You can see that. The designer paper. Did you have a favorite? I know it was hard to see some of the things, and I apologize for that. I'll never be able to get the exact right lighting in here. Just meant to be, I don't think. Yeah, that DSP, right? I know. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to lay these down because you can see the pattern on the embossing folder cover, right? Get the mask. And then this is the minis, if you will, that will run through both the mini machine and the larger machine. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is some of your favorites because it is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. All right, ladies, well, and gentlemen, if any are watching, thank you so much for joining me today and checking out my new goodies. Of course, we're going to be playing with these. So make sure you're tuning in on Tuesdays at noon here on YouTube or Sunday nights at 8 over on Facebook. Remember, if you want the Just Cards, this host code will expire on April 10th. So make sure you get your orders in for that. And you like the embossing folders? I love embossing folders, Deborah. So I was happy that we had some because there's a lot on the last chance section today. A lot of our go-tos, our timber and some other ones are on there. And I was a little sad. But hey, Donna, but certainly glad to see some of those new ones that they're bringing out. All right. And remember, starting April, I'm going to say April 16th, just to give us a day wiggle. It might be the 15th. You will start earning rewards on every order you purchase. There'll be no more host code, so you won't have to use the host code to place a general order. I'm revamping my Just Cards program, so stay tuned for more information on that. But yeah, you'll start earning rewards on $20 orders or more, 10% every time. So that'll be great. You'll have lots of time to save up those rewards and use them on something big or use them on something small as you go along. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your week. And I do plan to be live Sunday night at 8 over on my Facebook page. So join me there. Also, if you don't subscribe to my newsletter and you want more information on the reward changes coming, make sure you click that subscribe button below. There'll be another article this Friday. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much. Bye.